Yeah, they've signed confessions here, right? Here. I, Aaron N. Thomas, did falsely accuse my son Michael Andrew Ward of kicking the dog and going off on me, both resulting in his extended stay at the mental hospital. I only wanted him to have Social Security money, but having seen the damage to both his interests and mine, signed below as reconciliation and apology. Yeah.
Did they get any money out of this?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, they charged me a lot of money at the mental health place. They sent me to a whole bunch of stuff. I tried to cross out some paperwork while I was there. I only crossed out one sheet. They said if I crossed out another one, I would be staying there for a year. Forced medication under lockdown.
Do you remember what medication?
I wanted to escape because I already had like all of these like reviews that said otherwise. Yeah.
When were you there, Mike? Do you remember the dates?
Yeah, kinda. I just remember that it was before I worked at Dollar Tree and after I worked at Dollar Tree. Yeah, I worked there for like a year. Yeah, they'll give an outstanding review. They changed managers though, which is why I was let go. And this one says, Thomas David has been abusive to my person, both when I was 17 and since moving back, and that being when I was paying rent and working at Akamaro's Japanese sushi restaurant about before my falsified holding at Kuya Delta Mental Hospital. Sorry for the weird wording, I kind of just like threw this together.
That's right, and Aaron signed that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they didn't get any. They tried to get. I'm wondering how are they going to get money from Social Security disability?
Yeah, I have no idea. I didn't want to be there. I didn't understand what was going on. They were just hustling me the entire time.
Okay.
Yeah, these are just some papers from trying to join the recruiters. Some more papers from when I first talked to my lawyer about this. Yeah, and this is the Angels Camp NAAA Resort Outstanding Review. This is Rachel Scoma's notes. Long-standing dispute court dates, ticket for jaywalking, drinking in public, get copy of restraining order, 5151 Kuya Mental Health. September 19th at 2 p.m. Michael Ward meet to discuss case. October 5th, 8:30, Department 12, bench warrant recalled. And that's Dollar Tree where I worked at, the address and all of that if you want any of that information. Yeah, and I put all of this on YouTube too, like all of my court papers. I was going through it, showing all of the evidence and the clear line.
Looks like you got everything lined up.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have to get a hold of them. I can get their side of the story.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me give you my card.
Yeah, my lawyer tried to do that apparently.
Yeah, and I'd like to get a hold of your attorney too. That's me.
Awesome.
And so I'm gonna get their side of the story, see what they have to say.
Excellent.
And we'll go from there.
Okay.
Okay, and I can get a hold of you at the 909-7300.
909-7300, yes you can.
Or an address of 3600 West Duke.
Yes, or 5600.
Okay.
Put down 5600 too, just because, yeah.
Can you go over to their house today, or is that a problem?
Over at, yeah, and you want, can you write down this case number so I can keep this one?
I do. I've got 257942.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, that was for the restraining order. There's actually 2 copies of this because he tried to issue the same one over the same matter. You know, clearly he's just trying to like.
Are you walking, driving? What are you doing?
I'm walking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a license or no?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, they've really tried to victimize me.
Yeah. Let's.
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, I had the little pink. You know, they give you a pink slip to take the driving test, right?
Right.
Yeah. So my grandma hires this guy from the police department who is a traffic cop. And he says, "Well, you know what? Go ahead." It was the first day. I was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty familiar. We've been driving around the ranch." He says, "You know what? Go ahead into town for me. You know, show me how you drive." I was like, "Okay, perfect." I come back and he says, "Oh, this guy doesn't need to have any more lessons. He can just take his test and he can get his license." I'm sitting there with her because I was like, "Please, would you tell him this?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure, absolutely." I go in, I get the little slip. You know, they take me for the writing test. I get the slip. They let me do one test. Apparently, if you bump the bumper of your car against that little, like, you know, little mound thing, you know, in parking lots, that all instantly qualifies for a no-go.
Just by bumping it,
not
crashing into it.
Yeah, I don't know if that guy was all there.
Slow and you tap it. That's not a big deal.
Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, well, I bumped it, and I was like, "Well, you can take the test again. Don't worry about it." And I was like, "Okay, I'll take the test again." And they never let me use their car again. They never let me take the test again ever. And to this day, I'm 27. I haven't got my license. It's ridiculous. My brother has his license, and he's taken the driving test a million times. He's been in accidents and like crazy stuff. It's ridiculous. They don't like me because I look like my dad, and they don't like my dad just because he was raised in the ghetto. He's a military man, and they've always been prim and proper and closed up in their little world.
Mike, did you get along with your stepdad at any point? Or is it him and your mom equally trying to do this, or is it one more than the other?
No, they're equally trying to do this.
Okay.
Yeah, I was surprised at that. Yeah.
Okay, because usually mom or something.
I didn't think my stepdad would do this, but then he has a history of drug addiction.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I don't know if he has but he smoked crystal meth a lot. He has an ex-wife who does it. He has a stepdaughter, or he has a daughter that does it. He surrounds himself with it. He smokes weed, but I can always tell when he's off on when he's fiending. It's like he's fiending for something. Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever he does is.
Your biological dad, is he still around?
He is, but I'm having trouble getting into contact with him.
Okay.
He's between jobs and like he's up in like Three Rivers doing some work for some girl. I think I have his number, but like he doesn't really like respond.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm always trying to get in contact with him. He helped me get this started.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
He's been a big support. His name is Michael Douglas Ward.
Michael Douglas Ward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a scarecrow scares away crows.
Okay. All right. Mike, let me get some paperwork together and let me see if I can get a hold of them and get their side of the story, and then I can get in contact back with you later, okay?
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Cool. Thank you for your time.
You have a nice day.
You too, man.
Do you want that resume?
If you got an extra one, I'll hold on to
Yeah,
it.
hold
Okay,
on to
thank
it.
you.
I got a bunch of them.
Good deal.
Did I put years on there? I hope. Yep, I did.
Okay.
Awesome. Yeah, those are generals.
Okay.
Too. Yeah.
Good deal.
Right on. Thank you, sir.